quick. Hopefully that few minutes doesn't result in losing a signal.
Oh yeah, that's probably it.
So we'll get to the beef of it. If I see the signal going down, we'll just get to the beef of it, and if it times out, we'll just come back later.
Well, you can always save the VOD and re-upload it, or...
Yeah. So let a few people come in here.
And then we'll announce how much time he's spending. Just kidding.
I guess it's kind of obvious what the verdict is. I'm in my truck driving.
Well, that's because you got your motion in for delayed.
Oh, that's true. It could be, yeah, it could be that I got to stay on the punishment. All right, guys. We got a couple people in here, so that means enough time has been given. Hello, everyone. The case is over today in the State versus CJ Grisham trial from Aransas Pass. By now, you've all seen the video where my client, Jason Followell, was criticizing government officials at a city council meeting, and then I got up there to read my the case law on the issue. Life, no, it's a capital, but they're giving me a chance to go and say goodbye, have my last meal and my conjugal visit before they take my life.
Conjugal visit's not with me.
Not with Ryan.
Just to clarify.
But he does. He will be allowed to watch, so that he can blog about it. Anyway, so the case is over today. Last night at the end of the day at 5 o'clock, right before 5 o'clock, the jury came back and said that they had a hung jury. They couldn't come to a conclusion. The judge sent them, said, come back tomorrow at 9 o'clock. This morning, what's called an Allen charge, and that's essentially where, when you've got a hung jury, you tell the jury to, actually, you know what, before I do lose signal, let me just pull over here for a minute.
Nothing happened.
In the shade. All right, so he issued them what's called an Allen charge. So an Allen charge is essentially, hey guys, look, if you don't come to a verdict, it's likely that this case is going to be recharged, and you know, another jury is going to be impaneled. There's going to be a lot more. There's going to be more expense. There's and all that. So please continue deliberating and try to reach an agreement. So that was at 9 o'clock this morning. Within an hour,
it was about 9:40.
Yeah, it was about 9:40. We get another note into the judge that says that the jury is still unable to reach a verdict, and pretty much they're deadlocked. Like, there's nothing's going to change. They're stuck. They didn't say, you know, how many votes one way or the other. They just said, we can't agree. So the judge declared a mistrial. I did object to the mistrial, but the judge declared a mistrial because of a hung jury. Thankfully, the jury members allowed us to go and question them and get a number. And the jury, it's a 6-person jury because it's a Class B misdemeanor. We're deadlocked 5-1, not guilty. So there's only one holdout for guilty. And I'll let Ryan kind of explain sort of why she was saying guilty.
She was caught up on the law of parties angle that the state took, believed that CJ and Jason had colluded, had a plan to go in there and cause a disruption, which I think we probably could have emphasized more in the trial, but it wasn't really the main core of our argument, which was about your intent and whether there was even a disruption at all. But I don't think it was even a very reasonable position for her to hold based on the evidence that was put forward. I don't think that there was any evidence of a plan. I think it was very clear that you went down there to go provide him legal advice as to what he could do at the council meeting, right, and then to put the council on notice of what you believed the law was.
I also had a prepared statement.
Yeah.
So, that I handed to everyone on the city council.
Yeah, I mean, she believed that there was a collusion aspect there, which I still don't think would have been enough to demand a guilty verdict. But it did seem like the other jurors were a bit frustrated trying to explain to the one other juror. So if this were to be retried, I think it would be very easy for us to hammer this in our favor and get that full verdict. I think if we had her struck with and replaced with another jury from the jury pool, we probably would have gotten a full not guilty verdict here.
Well, the evidence was also very clear, because remember, you have to go off of evidence. The state's case was just that we colluded, but they provided zero evidence that we colluded. The only evidence that the state put on, and I'm talking about testimony or anything, the only evidence that the state put on was that Jason got up and that I got up, and then I had this prepared statement, and it included some of the language that Jason used. Obviously, we concluded. That's just a conclusory statement. That's, if anything, that's circumstantial.